Let's open a pack of Chronicles. I know a lot of people back in the day didn't like this set because reprinted Antiquities, Arabian Nights, uh, Legends, The Dark, and so it devalued their cards. And it's probably one of the things that led to the reserve list being created to ensure that there would never be reprints for certain cards, and the trading card game aspect of Magic the Gathering would be preserved. 1995, Cardamundi contains selected cards from the following expansions: Arabian Nights, Antiquities, Legends, The Dark. Let's have some fun. But these also, The Dark used to be like $11, $10 in 2015 if you look back at some of my videos. I mean, now it's like $40 or $50 a pack. Don't buy them because they're clear packs. They've been searched. Same with Legends, Antiquities, and Arabian Nights. They've all been searched, unfortunately. Ooh, a Banshee. This reminds me of the one of those characters from Was it Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior? No, the game was called Dragon Warrior here for NES. That yellow enemy. 4 mana for a Banshee, 0/1. Jesper Mirfur's artwork there. X mana and tap. Banshee deals X damage, half rounded up to you, and half rounded down to target creature or player. I think I'll be passing on this card. Some say Banshees are the hounds of death, bane to herd their prey into the arms of their master. Good artwork. Not so much the card itself. Oh, cool. Chromium. Wonder how much these are worth. Of course, it's a Chronicles, but not the Legends. But still very neat. How many cards come in here? I do not know. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think all the dragons were 8. And isn't this where the format Elder Dragon Highlander EDH came from or something? It's Edward Beard Jr. illustration. This is one of the better dragons that was illustrated. There's one that was terrible. But this one's good. Chromium. Very neat illustration there. Summon Elder Dragon Legend. Flying, Rampage 2. Rampage means that for each creature blocking it beyond the first, it gets plus whatever number is there, plus whatever number is there. So if you block it with 2 creatures, it would get +2/+2, I believe, which would make it a 9/9 flyer. During your upkeep, you have to pay a white, a blue, and a black, or bury Chromium. What's that in the background back there? No, maybe it's nothing. Alright, that was a good pack already. 1995. I believe that's correct on Rampage. So few cards have Rampage that I'm familiar with. I believe it gets, for each creature blocking it beyond the first, it gets +2/+2. So it would get +X/+X. So if it said Rampage 1 and it had 2 creatures blocking it, you would give it +1/+1. If it had, for example, this one has Rampage 2. Viewers are probably skipping the video now that I start to explain this. But let's say you blocked this with 3 creatures, then this would get +4/+4. If you block this with 4 creatures, you would get 3 times 2 is 6. So this would get +6/+6. So it would be a 13/13 flying at your face. There. That didn't take too long. Ooh, Abu Jafar. I used to think this was a good card for some reason. Abu Jafar. Looks like he's in Mumbai. Is that Mumbai, where the Taj Mahal? That's what it's called, right? Summon Leper. If Abu Jafar is put into the graveyard from play during combat, bury all creatures blocking or blocked by Abu Jafar. From Arabian Nights. Missing a few fingers there. sadly. Flash Flood, instant from Legends. Destroy target red permanent, return target mountain to owner's hand. That's pretty handy. They're returning the mountain for only 1 mana. Illustration by Tom Wainerstrand. There's this little signature down there. Many people say that no power can bring the mountains low. Many people are fools. Yeah, sorry for the long explanation there on Chromium with the Rampage and everything. I know some people watch videos, pack openings, and they just want to see somebody rip through card after card. I just like, especially since it's old stuff, I like the nostalgia of it. It takes me back to the 90s when I was a kid, and I mean, you're never going to get your value back, most likely, in opening packs, vintage packs, so I do it for the enjoyment, and that's why I like to savor it and take my time. Metamorphosis. Green, 1 green mana. Sorcery from Arabian Nights, Christopher Brush illustration. What does it do? Sacrifice a creature to add an amount of mana equal to its casting cost, +1 to your mana pool. This mana may be of any one color. Use this mana only to cast summon spells. So you're sacking a creature plus gain an additional mana. And you get to choose, I guess, what color that mana is. And you're trading out a creature for a creature that you have to cast, because it can only be used on summon spells. Legends, a giant slug. It's either a giant slug or a really small man. Anson Maddox illustration, 5 colorless. What is this? 2 mana for a 1/1, then the ability is 5 colorless. During your next upkeep, choose a basic landwalk ability. Giant Slug gains that landwalk ability until end of turn. That is expensive for landwalk, but if you're going to pump it up with something, maybe it's worth it. Ooh, Drew Tucker. I like some of Drew Tucker's artwork. It's more abstract, more artistic. Repentant Blacksmith, 2 mana. For a 1/2, protection from red, from Arabian Nights. For my confession, they burned me with fire and found that I was for endurance made. The Arabian Nights. Translated by Hadaway. 1001 Arabian Nights. Ooh, a Fountain of Youth. Beautiful artwork there. These are a nice handy card. From the dark to gain life. 0 mana. 2 colorless and tap to gain 1 life. Daniel Jalen artwork. The fountain had stood in the town square for centuries, but only the pigeons knew its secret. Young pigeons. Daniel Jelen probably modeled that fountain after Savannah Lions, maybe? Savannah Lions fountain. Urza's Tower. That reminds me of Lord of the Rings. Those wizards have their towers. It's a land. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. If you control Urza's Mine, Urza's Tower, and Urza's Power Plant, add 3 colorless mana to your mana pool instead of 1. Mark Pool illustration. Reminds me of the fall as well. Nice fall colors there. Urza always put Tokasia's lessons on resource gathering to effective use. Keepers of the Faith. 3 mana. For a 2/3. Straight up. Yeah, it's not worth it. From Legends. And then the Archangel Antheus spoke to them, saying, "Fear shall be vanquished by the sword of faith." Another Daniel Jelen illustration there. Fear shall be vanquished by the sword of faith. Doesn't Sarah Angel's flavor text say something about a sword of faith? Ooh, I love this illustration. Anson Maddox, Living Armor. I don't think it's a good card, though. It's quite a brilliant, unique illustration. Striking, very striking. Living Armor. Sacrifice Living Armor. Tapped. Sacrifice Living Armor to put a +0/+X counter on target creature where X is equal to that creature's casting cost. It's kind of expensive for 4 colorless. I mean, maybe if it was 2. 2 or 3, it would be okay, but you have to sacrifice it to use its ability. Though it affords excellent protection, few don this armor. The process is uncomfortable and not easily reversed. It's a one-way transition. Is that a squid on his helmet there? And Goblins of the Flarg. Tom Weinerstrand illustration from the Dark Mountain Walk. If at any time you control any dwarves, bury Goblins of the Flarg. Alright, from that pack, I would say, yeah, I like that illustration. Fountain of Youth is a good card. Not sure about prices. Again, these are just Chronicles, so. But we got a Chromium. That's definitely the highlight card there. Don't worry, I'm not going to repeat how Rampage works. But I will probably look it up to confirm it before I upload this video. I don't want to be saying something wrong. Like on my Pokemon card video, what was I think I was trying to calculate the odds in my head of getting a Tails by flipping a coin twice. And it is 25% chance of the attack. The what was it? The Gyarados' attack getting through. Anyway, and I think with Legends, this obviously the set was called Legends. Legends, you could only have one. There could only be one legend on the table at a time. So if you had Chromium out and your opponent had Chromium in their hand, they couldn't play it because there was already a Chromium. There could only be one legend on the battlefield at a time. Hope both of my viewers are doing well. Thanks for watching.